Barb here with Creative Life and JS Hobbies and Crafts. And today I'm going to be sharing with you the final walkthrough of the 9x10 album that we made using the Mintay paper 7 Heaven. So this paper was so gorgeous, you guys. The camera, the online photos do not do it justice. This is the first time I've ever worked with Mintay, and I have to tell you that this paper is super thick. I mean, you want good cardstock, this is it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and scroll on down to the desktop, and so we can go ahead and walk through this beautiful album together. Okay guys, so this is the cover of the book, okay, and this actually here, these are the frames. This was actually on the cut apart page, and let me see, I have one left. So it looks like that, and it's on the back of the main cover of the paper pack. So yeah, so I cut that out and stuck that on here. I thought it gave it a nice accent with the beautiful borders up here. And then here I went ahead and made some of those beautiful little blue flowers using the Ariana Bloom Heartfelt Creations die and stamp. And then here I made some more flowers using the stamens from the set, and then some roses, and some more roses and some little flowers here. So and then I went ahead and fussy cut out some of the butterflies from the cut apart page as well. And then on the side here, we went ahead and put down our beads along the seam here of the spine. Okay, and I didn't put anything here because, you guys, this paper is so beautiful. I did not want to cover up anything down here, and I could put a little something down here, you know, if I wanted a little title or whatever. And I still have one of those little cards left, so we could definitely, you know, if I wanted to cut this out and stick that on the side here for a little you know, title or whatever, you know, we could do that. And then on the back cover, we added this beautiful floral print, and it's just gorgeous, you guys. I love this. I love spring. Spring is like my favorite time of year, you guys. I love it. So this paper was so beautiful to work with. I went ahead and did a cut apart here, which is from the cut apart sheet, and it is the mason jar with the little envelope and the arrow, and then stuck a butterfly here. On my little butterflies and some of my flowers, you'll notice that they have kind of a little sparkle on them. See, the little butterfly has sparkle, and this one does too. And I went ahead and just added the clear wink of Stella on that. And you can find this over at JS Hobbies and Crafts. So I left these frames open, so you could definitely just slide your photo in here. Okay, so you could just slide that in there just like that. Okay, and then same thing here on this one. Went ahead and just left that open, and so you could just slide a picture right in there. And this is not, this part right here is not glued down, so you could definitely stick your picture up in behind there. Okay, so and then I went ahead and added some more flowers down here that I cut out from the cut apart sheet. So here we open up the book, and for the front of the book, we went ahead, in the tutorial I show you how to create this little pocket, side pocket. And this is actually, if you followed some of my tutorials in the past, my wedding album, and I've done a couple of other albums this way. I did the Princess Graphic 45 album. I use the front of your covers from the paper collections for pockets or other things, and I went ahead and I cut this out, and I started doing this about last year. So it just makes a really nice place to put some of your photos, so you could just slide your photos back in through there. So these are mats, okay, and then when you take them out, it looks like that. And then when you put them in, you can just slide these in just like this. Okay, so they go in there just like that. Okay, and I just do mine like that. You can do yours however you would like. And of course I show you how to make this. So then we go ahead and we did some frames here with the acetate on the frames, and then I stuck a couple of little cut apart. I didn't want to fill it too much with a bunch of stuff in it. Although our gussets are like about a 1/2 inch, so they do they will hold a little bit more extra things, so it doesn't cause the pages or the book to, you know, pop up. So if you notice how flat it still lays, and I still have some of these flowers that we created inside of the page, on top of the pages that I adhered down. So here on our first page, okay, throughout this album, I wanted each page to hold about 10 photos for you, so you can actually create some of your own layouts, and you can create your own mats to the sizes that you want. I just stuck in a few examples, but again, you can create the size of your mats and your own page layouts however you would like. Okay, and so here I did use the Ariana die to create these flowers, and I did show you some of the, I did a little tutorial for you on how I put together my roses and my flowers. I added some of the little butterflies here, and a little cut apart here, and another little blue flower here. And I just love those little blue flowers because they reminded me of what the flowers that were in through the paper. So they were right here. So they're so cute. And so here we have a nice little area to lay some photos down. And then you have your nice area back here to put some photos, or maybe you want to add some more mats back here. Okay, since we did not use any magnets in this album, these mats actually will hold this closed. Okay, so you can add 5x7 mats. You can add like an 8x7 or 8x8 photo mat in here. You know, because our book is 9x10, so it will hold some of the larger photo mats if you want to put those in there. Here, this folds up like this, and this is a pocket, so it does hold another 5x7 photo mat. Okay, front and back. Okay, so that goes in there, just pops in there just like this, just like that. Okay, I did use the Spellbinder dies on most of my mats here, or all of my mats I should say. Some of them I did the little frilly pretty die on it, and then the other ones I just did the little top die on them that came in different patterns. And so this flips open like this, and here we have a little pocket that holds this together. Okay, so this pops out like this, and then you can slide a picture back here if you want to, but actually this is nice because this holds this little piece down just like that. Okay, so it does flip up. Okay, so here we have another area for a photo area, nice big area here, and a nice area here for photos. And as you can see, I just went ahead and took some of my strips that were the scraps, placed them across the top of my mats here, and I went ahead and then I went ahead and added the other scraps here. So alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead, close that. That folds down. These go in here. Okay, and then again I went ahead and did the lace here. That's from the shop. It was so pretty. So this folds over like this. Okay, and then here we did a lot, not a lot, but a few belts. I call them belts or arms, you can call them. that we usually use for our waterfalls and such. And so I did one here to hold our pages down, okay? So this flips open like this, okay? And then you have a nice photo here that is about a 4 by 5 or 4 by 6. It should be pretty close. Yeah, it's about let's see. Yeah, it's about a 4 1/4 by a 5 3/4 inch mat. Okay, so you have a place here, here, up on top. Again, I went ahead and used my scraps to fill in my little areas up and through here. Okay, and then you have another place down here. You have a nice big area here for a photo. Okay, this flips over and you have a nice place here for your photo. Okay, then here I went ahead and stuck one of the cut aparts down here, and I went ahead and placed some frames back in through here as tuck spots for journaling, or even some little pictures that you could just pull out and put some little pictures or whatever you want to do here. And then you can do your own layout here on this page. And I put some of that beautiful lace right across the top. So pretty, you guys. Oh my gosh, this paper, so pretty. So I hope you guys are enjoying this because I am. So here we went ahead and did some little pockets, and for these little pockets we made some little tiny, or not tiny, but little photo mats for these. And these, I had them a bit larger, but I thought that these would be really super cute. So they measure from 4 3/8 to about 2 7/8. Okay, so so I thought that those popped in really cute. Now you can do whatever size you would like if you want to, but it's totally up to you how you want to do yours. And then of course you can always put in some of your cut apart frames, or journaling or whatever you would like to do. So for the pockets, we go over how to put this together, and I went ahead and did the designer die along the top part here. And then what I did was I took the white paper and I went ahead and just did the outline die to put those together. Okay, and I thought it looked really pretty. So and then each one has a little flat back pearl on each of the pockets there. So then this actually is a pocket as well. So this will hold a large photo mat. Okay, and the photo mat, this photo mat is about 6.5 by 4.5, but it will actually hold a 4.5 by 8, I think. Yeah, 4.5 by 8. So so 8 by 4.5 by 8. So that will just slide in there just like that. So you can fit a few of those photo mats in here. And you can, and then on the side you could do journaling or whatever. So those will be really nice. You just lay your 4 by 6 photo here, and then on the rest of it you could just do your journaling, and then same thing on the back of that. So I thought those would be really pretty, especially if you're using this for a wedding album. You have tons of pictures, and so that would be really great. So here we have another lovely large area to place a photo here, and I believe that would be 5 by 7. So yep, 5 by 7 here would look really, really nice. So, and then here again, this is where you would just do your own layout. And then here I just cut apart that journaling card that I showed you earlier. So I went ahead and just cut that apart, and then distressed the sides of it, and then put it up in the corner so it could be a tuck spot. Okay, and then I went ahead and just placed a little flat back pearl there. Okay, so that closes like that. Then behind the second page, we have a card here, okay, which is this one. Okay, so we have this one here, and this helps close our doors on this one. This one opens just like this, and here you have a nice large area for photos, okay? And then here you can put some journaling here. Since this holds a photo, you could just use this part for journaling, or if you have little tiny photos, you can put them right here. This right here holds a nice photo here and here, okay? And then up top, you have another area for a photo, okay? And then this, again, is a pocket. So this comes out just like this, and this is 5 by 6, and it just slides right back in there, okay? And so you can do as many mats, about 3 or 4 different mats if you wanted to, right in through here. And then this is a belly band. So this, I went ahead and did some like little frames by themselves and just tucked them right behind that little band. And I did a little tuck spot right at the bottom, so these could just tuck right in there and they wouldn't fall through. So yeah, so there is that. So those will just tuck right inside of that. And it's not on, it just goes through all the way through. So this, the ends are opened, okay? So then this right here, because it is our closure, okay, it has a slit inside of it, and I show you how to make this in our tutorial. And I've done this type of closure before in a few of my other albums. So I love that closure, especially when you're not using magnets. It's an easy way to keep your doors closed. Here we went ahead and did a angular pocket that opens up and keeps this closed, okay? So here I went ahead and did some little mats, okay? Some photo mats you could put on the front and back. And then I just stuck another little frame back there for journaling. Okay, this opens up like this, and I put those pretty beads right here, the flat back pearls right along the side. Thought it really added a little bit more elegance to that pocket. And then these just flip right in through here. This opens up all the way, so that way, you know, everything fits nicely in there and closes nicely. So this right here is not a pocket, okay? This just opens up just like this, okay? Just like that, and it closes down just like that. I put the pretty lace up on the top to add a little bit more elegant look to that. And then this right here will slide right behind in through this pocket, so this helps keep it closed. I'll go ahead and move that so you guys can see how it just will slide right in there, okay? And that helps keep that closed just like that, so it won't wobble back and forth or come out. Okay, actually you could just go ahead and you could keep these in here like this, and you can put this on top of there just like that. So that way, you, unless you wanted to see the other stuff, you could do it the other way I had it. But I thought that looked so pretty, you guys. I thought it looked really nice. And I just love these balloons and these butterflies. Oh my gosh, you guys. So pretty. So, so yeah, so there is that. And then behind page 3, I used one of the designs that I did in my Stamperia Oriental Garden book, okay? I went ahead and did the pocket again on the side. So this time it's 5 by 8 pattern mats, okay, that you can put pictures on the front and back. Those just stick right behind there, just like that, okay? And then here, this is a belt. It helps keep it closed. And I went ahead and stuck one of my flowers right here. And then this opens up like this, and then we have our doors, okay? And a nice big area for your photos. So you could put photos, you could put either large photos, or you could put a photo here, 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 and here, right? And then you can put photos here and here if you wanted to, or just a photo there. And then close that. Here I did stick another tuck spot down here for a journaling card or for whatever you would like. But you of course, you want to put a spin on these yourself, so you can, you don't have to have text spots if you don't want to. It's up to you. And then here we used this beautiful lace as a closure for our little pockets that flip open and close. So here we just went ahead and glued this through the back of this mat here, okay? This opens up like this. This is a pocket. This is a pocket and it opens up like that, okay? So this comes out like that, all right? And it can just slide, and of course you could fit some more in here as well. So you have a nice area for our photo here, you have a nice photo here, and then we did put a mat down here, okay? Plus you have 2 pictures that will fit here. Okay, I did a little accent here, so I just stuck the little balloons there. And then here, this folds down, so you have another nice area for a photo, another nice area for a photo here, and then some journaling here. Okay, this closes, and then a photo here, and then of course you have another mat. So I did a lot of different ideas for y'all. I hope that you are enjoying them because I really enjoyed making this album. And then of course this just ties just like that. Okay, so then that just closes like that. Okay, so on the back of page 4, okay, I went ahead and did another little kind of, I think I took this little page, we did it the same way in the Oriental Garden, and I think in the Princess album that I did from Graphic 45, but this one is laid in the opposite way. So here I went ahead and did a frame, and we did acetate, okay? Again, this is our closure, okay? So this opens up like this, all right? And then here I just went ahead and left the balloons on this frame and put acetate behind it, but I'm not really going to use it as for photos or anything, but I just thought it looked really nice with the acetate behind it, and it gave it just the right touch, I think. Here I went ahead and left this blank, so you can go ahead and place any photos or do your own layout however you would like. Okay, and then here on this side here, okay, we have a little pocket. Again, I did the little elegant border, die border here, placed a little flower that we made from the Ariana Bloom die and stamp collection. And then I just put the border die up on top of that with the white paper. Here, I didn't make any mats for this, but you are more than welcome to. I just went ahead and did a bunch of little cut apart cards and stuck those in there, because if I want to, then I can have these in there and I can cut them later and put some pictures inside, and then I can journal or whatever on this card here. So I just left those like that. I thought that was a nice idea to do. So here I'm going to close that, and then this again, because it opens up like this, it will close our little flap. Okay. So here on this page, we did waterfalls, and of course, you know me, y'all, I love the waterfalls. I have them almost in every single album I do, because I just think they're a great way to have a lot of photos, you know, in one area. And so here we did 12 of the frames. Now for these frames, I didn't cut them out and do the acetate on them, but in the video I tell you, you know, and that you can go ahead and do that if you'd like, but I did not do that. So here I went ahead and used the flat back pearls for the little buckles, and then I used the rest of our lace here on top of the paper, and then I went ahead and placed the little Ariana Bloom flowers that we created on top of the arms. And again, because our gusset is large enough, that I gave enough room for the flowers to be able to sit there nicely and not get smushed. Okay, so okay, I covered each arm with the back of the paper, scrap papers that I had, and then each of the frames I just went ahead and placed in here, okay, along with some of the pretty little graphics that were in there. I had to use them, you guys. So pretty. So, and I figured, you know, if I wanted to, I could definitely journal on top of these if I wanted to, right? So we have, there's 6 of these all together, so we have 12 here, and then we have 12 down here. So you have 24 spots for little photos, okay, so on these frames. So how cute is that? And again, I didn't go ahead, I didn't cut out and put the acetate on top of these. I just left them as is, and so I could just put my pictures like right on top of here. Now if you wanted to, you could go ahead and cut this middle part out, and you could do it that way if you'd like, but yeah, I just thought it looked good like how it was. And there's that little piece. I love that piece. And then we did some mats on, I did some mats on the back. And of course you could just measure out how much you want, how large you want your mat, and put them down. Okay. So these just go right in back inside of the buckle. Okay. Just like this. All right. And that is it, you guys. That is the book. So, oh my gosh. So, there it is. So that is it. So there is our album, you guys. It was so fun to make, and I absolutely love every page. Every page in here is just gorgeous. So I hope that you guys have a good time making this album. I hope. Thank you so much for joining me today in the walkthrough, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.